Black backdrop or white backdrop? Let's go for white, it's already set up. Moth. Looking good. Let's just scooch this a little bit closer. You can kind of see the light behind though. It is so hot. How's it going everyone? David from DOD Media. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can create I don't actually know what it's called, so let's just call it an Instagram cinematography splice, or that. It's a nice little way of showing off your cinematography, showing off your color grading. It's used quite often for color grading examples to show consistency throughout an edit. And it's just quite a nice way of showcasing your video work through still imagery on Instagram. Let's go. All right, a few things you're gonna need. A edited video that is color graded or that is in the process of being color graded so that you can export freeze frames from it. Then you're gonna need Photoshop so that you can assemble these as a little splice montage. And then you're gonna need an Instagram account whereby you can post that slice montage. Now I've actually got a little client edit open at the moment, so I'm just gonna jump right into that, grab 3 still frames that I like, and then send them over to Photoshop. Let's go. All right, so this is the edit that I've got for my client project, and these are the 3 screen grabs that I'm gonna wanna take. I've put a marker on them. There's that one, and there's that one. These are all color corrected, they're all treated, they're all ready to go. I'm gonna come back to the first one. I'm gonna hit this little export frame, which if you don't see that, just hit that plus button there, and that's where it is, and you can drag it down to your quick bar, but I already have it. So export frame, and I'll call this IG Splice 1, and just save it as a JPEG because that's all you need for this. Okay, I specify what folder you want to send it to. Cool. All right, then the next one, and you basically do this for all 3 frames that you want to export. So IG Splice 2 and IG Splice 3. Cool, and then we're done in Premiere Pro. You can get rid of it. Save your project and quit. So this is the project file that I made in Photoshop, and it's got folders with masks in it so that you literally have to drag the images in and you're done. And it just makes it a lot easier because it's separated into perfect thirds, and that's what I'm going to show you how to make now. But there's a link to this project file in the description just for you because I'm feeling nice. All right, so let's hit Command N or Control N to create a new image. Let's make this 1080 width and 1080 height. To be honest, it doesn't really matter because what we're going to be doing is cropping this to a 4:5 ratio. And we're going to drag this up to there. And that way, what we're going to do is basically have a completely 4:5 ratio with a width of 1080, which is what we want for Instagram. Great. Now we're going to come up to View, New Guide Layout, and here you get to choose what you want. That's cool, and it's essentially a number of columns, number of rows. Now what we're interested in is the rows, the horizontal ones. We don't really necessarily care about columns right now. So let's get rid of the columns and just create those lines. What it's done is separated your document, your project file, into perfect thirds, which is cool because that means that now you can import your image and crop it really easily to those lines because Photoshop snaps to the guidelines. All right, so then you drag in your photos. Bam, 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 lovely stuff. And now what we're gonna do using Command or Control G is put each photo in an individual folder. And that means that what we'll be able to do is mask the folder so that you can create more of these and use this as a template if you want to make your own instead of downloading the one that I've generously put in the description. So you make the groups and then you come down to this here and you create a mask. Now this is going to be the top group just because it's on the top of all of the layers. So hit M on your keyboard to bring up the marquee tool and just click anywhere in the region of that line and it should snap to the grid. Nice, like that. Bam. And then hit Command or Control Backspace, Command or Control D to deselect, and then Command or Control I to invert the mask selection. I know how to do all of this on a Mac. I don't know how to do that so that it literally just fills that part in white and the rest of the mask in black on a PC. So if anyone knows the keyboard shortcut to do that directly instead of having to deselect and invert and all of that, let me know in the comments. Okay, then group 2, we'll do this. We'll just invert it directly there and then drag the marquee along that and it'll snap to the middle, and then hit Command or Control backspace near, and then hit Alt backspace. Bam! That's how you do it. Fills it in white. Lovely. Okay, and then deselect, and then the third one, and you do the bottom area there. Bam, and then that, and invert, and we're good. All right. Let's just rename this top, middle, and bottom. Bottom. And now you just reposition your layers. I'm gonna actually drag this one down to the middle because I like that pen, the kind of final shot of the pen, I like that being in the middle, it looks nice. I'm gonna drag this one up. I see what I've done now, they're in the wrong folders. Okay, so we're gonna swap the photos around. There we go, that's better. Cool, so now this one's in the top folder, it's gonna be on the top as that shot. This one's in the middle because I like it, and then this one in the bottom, we're just gonna drag it down until it reaches the bottom. Like that. Lovely. And if you hit Command or Control semicolon, it gets rid of your grid lines so that you can just see it as it is there. And now if you wanted to add an overall adjustment layer to this, you can do that and it will affect all of the photos in all of the folders. So let's say you wanted to do a color balance layer and you just wanted to add a little bit of, I don't know, greens in the shadows and a little bit of oranges in the highlights to give it that kind of teal orange look. Then just do that and drop that color balance adjustment layer on top of everything. Make sure it's not in a folder, and bam, that will adjust all of the layers underneath. But I kind of like that bluish tone that I gave it, to be honest. I think it looks nicer. So I'm gonna leave it like that. All right, and now what you do is you save this as a JPEG because that's all you need. So Command Shift S or Control Shift S, save it as a JPEG, lovely. Cool, cool, cool. And now what I like to do to upload to Instagram is to save it to Google Drive. And that way I can open Google Drive up on my phone and it should have synced by now. So if I open up Google Drive, go into my Instagram folder that I've made and have a look here, I should find, bam, IG Cine Splice. Lovely stuff. So then all you need to do is hit that there. Whoop, doing it all backwards. Come up to there. And you see the option there that says send a copy. You send a copy to Instagram, to your feed. And then just make sure you hit that there so that it gives you the full 4:5 crop. And you're good to go. And it's gonna look awesome. I'm gonna post that right now. Hashtag no filter, just kidding. And boom, it's online. Head over and give it a little heart there. Nice. All right, and as I said, if you want this template, just head down to the description, follow the link, which will take you to my Selfie store, and you can get that there for free. All right, that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. And if you do plan on making this cinematography splice, make sure to tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see what you actually do with them. DOD Media, awesome. All right, I have a question for you. Leave your answer in the comments below. What film do you think, any film, like absolutely any film, do you think would make an awesome cinematography splice? And which 3 scenes would you use in that splice? Let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. I know a few films that I would choose, but I want to see what you say. All right, give this a thumbs up if you liked what you saw and hit that subscribe button to get more videos from me at DOD Media. And if you hit the little bell, you'll be notified when one comes out. Don't know what I'm doing. I like to use my hands a lot when I'm talking, and it actually ends up being quite distracting for the viewer, I think. I hope this isn't too distracting. Sorry, I'm gonna go now. See ya.